Alright, hey guys, welcome to episode 8. So today you'll be on a bit of a field trip with me. So today we've got to go pay some bills and go see a man about a GMC. Part of the bills. And we're on a quest for something to fix the 4-link bars for Plum Crazy. I've tried every single chemical I can think of in the house, and I can't get the anodized off, including battery acid, and it didn't work. So we'll be out looking for that, as well as the metal cast paint I want to use on them, make them nice and pretty. So with that, we have a good solid half-hour drive ahead of us, so we'll get to it. Alright, like I said, I was going to see a guy about a GMC. Well, here it is, guys. This one took a pretty good front hit. Frame's a little bent this way, but hey, that can get pulled. Took the ear right off there, but hey, whatever. And, well, them control arms aren't doing so hot. Took out the fuse block, pretty good. Some of the wiring, of course, you know, maybe that was rats while it sat for a year. But radiator did not hit the fan, which is good because we don't have to worry about the motor mounts so much, or at least where they mount to the frame. We will need to be putting motor mounts on it because it looks like that tensioner is hitting the idler pulley for the steering, so that's got to get fixed because that's no bueno. Fender looks like it stayed in good shape though. Airbox is not trashed. Hood latch lives to see another day. And we got most of the coolers stayed in one place, at least those that are, you know, built of some stronger stuffs. So, this right here is the husband's. It's a 2002 Yukon XL. And that motor is not an LS. And it's the only reason we're fixing this thing because 8.1 liter, hey, lasts the big blocks. Gotta definitely keep that on the road. But we will be doing control arms. I say we like I've got a mouse in my pocket. Hell no, it's at a body shop. Because, well, if you've seen my El Camino, I don't do body and paint so great. So we brought it to somebody who actually does. You know, we're in Fowler at Delgado's Body and Paint. They are doing a nice job field stripping it for me so that we can get together and do some work to put it back together. Looks like somebody already wrapped it with purple electrical tape. Seems to be common. They all stole my idea and I was using purple electrical tape first. But hey, that's fine. Probably took out the ABS sensor. I know for a fact it took out the axle, and it does have a 4-wheel drive light on, but that's not a big deal. That's all fixable. So that'll get fixed while it's all apart, because hey, now's the time, right? Truck is a Hydro Boost truck, which is nice. Don't ever have to worry about the brakes. But as you can see, yeah, some of them fuses took a little bit of a hit when they got smacked around. But didn't touch the boxes, and it doesn't look like it bent any of the firewall. Definitely nice. My body man Andy here, he says it's not actually that bad. We'll put her on the frame, give her frame puller, give her a little tug. Bring that frame rail back in where it's supposed to be. We'll get that fixed. stuff like that. So, paid the man. He was nice enough to let me drop it off without a payment up front, but that's not right to let it just sit around and not pay the guy. So, yeah, gonna need some hoses because, yeah, they're a little foobar. Clean off all the cobwebs. Again, it sat for a year before I brought it here. So, just little stuff like that. Well, it's actually not that bad. I mean, if I can get the editing software to put some pictures on for me, yeah, I'll show you what it looked like before. If not, there'll be teaser shots on Instagram and Facebook. Took that off because they had to get the fender off. You know, but it was smashed in somewhat good. Messed up the ear right here. It's not a big deal though. This actually, as you can see, it came off, but that'll get pulled. A little bit of aggression therapy for them. They can heat it up and beat to fit. But the rest of the truck is actually, well, filthy because it's been sitting. It's actually not in that bad a shape. I mean, it didn't get hit in the back or anything like that when it took its little off-road excursion and messed up the nose. Husband wants to take that 8.1 badge off, but I don't know. I think he's kind of crazy. Bought it with that, but I don't care. There's not a whole lot of 8.1 Yukons around here that are full size. Rims will be going. We actually have a set of stock rims in the back. I'm not going to open the hatch because, yeah, I'm not really interested. And it's got a PhD and stuff. And it's kind of piled higher and deeper full of crap inside. So, won't be worrying about that right this second. It's got bigger problems than its factory wheels or not. But, if you know anybody who wants these, I mean, this is the side that would be bad, and that's the worst of the road rash that I can see. It does have stupid lock nuts all the way around, so I have to figure out how to get those guys off. That's not too horrible. But it didn't taco the wheel when it hit, because it went over a curb, so nice to see that didn't taco. A couple of brackets that are a little bent, so hopefully someone like J&J Auto Wrecking has some of that stuff off an Avalanche or something like that. Kind of more common to find the 8.1s and Avalanches for some reason. Don't know why. But it will live to see another day because it's not completely foobar. There's a lot of little stuff we have to worry about, but that's not too bad. And I'm bugging him as to what he's going to do with this guy. See, I have a whole nother LT1 motor at home, and well, it's just been sitting. And you put all the WS6 stuff on it from a bigger Firebird, and there's nothing wrong with this thing other than it's been sitting for, I don't know how long, because I'm an import to Fresno. So, that is that as far as the Yukon goes. So I'll be back in the Roadmaster and continuing the quest for chemicals and spray paint that I can get to strip the 4-link bars for Plum Crazy. So, I'll talk to you guys after I get the paint and stuff, and we'll be back. Okay guys, so I said I'd be back. Believe it or not, it's 8:30 at night where I am on the West Coast, so some of you people are already asleep. Well, I have tried everything from battery acid to carburetor cleaner, brake cleaner, just about any caustic chemical I can find around the house. And bleach actually was doing the best. That's where I got this result from. So that's no bueno, because all it did was turn these purple. And well, I suppose if the rest of my suspension had been purple, maybe I would keep it that way. But it's kind of foobar in the texture, and I got all kinds of bubbles on it. So we will be doing something a little more yeah, you know it's the good stuff when it comes in a bag, right? So I will be making this drain opener a non-virgin setup here soon, because we'll be putting those in with our buddies, and yes, I have gloves, in the tin tray, and letting them soak for a little while. Keep an eye on them till I go to bed. Much like the rest of you old folks that are watching this, I have medicines to take at 11, so it's a good couple hours before I can think about going to bed. Give some time for this stuff to sit in a nice acid bath, and well, at the very worst, it'll wreck it. That's fine too, because come to find out, when I took this apart the other day, because I was waiting for the bleach to take hold, yeah, all the gears inside of there are completely trash, and it's got the clunks pretty bad. They actually almost looked as bad as some of the Yukon parts, to be honest, which is not good, especially considering, well, there's a whole nother one up there doing the exact same thing. So that's gonna get a little more costly than I wanted. Anyway, in case you were wondering what kind of chemicals don't work or anything like that, you can see it, but it's starting to take the finish off from some places where I had my hands. I guess the light's not doing such a good job, but I sort of see it there. But yeah, so it's taking the finish off the lighter, so it's pretty good. So I picked up purple because I'll try it with the lighter, and the red will be for the lower four link bars, upper and lower. Maybe I'll shoot some on my wrenches, make them the way they were, or better when they came from Energy. Plan for that is after their acid bath, also baking soda bath, get them nice and neutralized, of course. I've got some metal outside I'm going to try. First I'll try a set with the primer. Get a little adhesion promoter here. It's clear. And I'll see how bad it fogs up the metal casts. If it fogs it up too bad, I'll just shoot more metal cast on it and keep it around for spares. There's enough in here, I'll probably end up with some car parts painted pretty colors too, but hey, that's fine too. Alright, so now you know what I'm going to be up to the rest of the day. You can see my dirty workbench for RC cars. It's not much better than the garage, but it's a whole heck of a lot warmer out here because it's cold and dark out there. But I will be doing it outside because of the fumes, of course. Don't want to kill myself, I guess. That would be bad, right? Plus, I don't think the cats would like it. So I'll probably do that on the tailgate of my El Camino. Put a towel down so it doesn't destroy the El Camino's bed, because you never find parts for that. And, well, with that, I'm out. This wraps episode 8. I will let you guys know in either shorts or something along those lines. Like, subscribe, do what you'd like. Have a nice day. Take care all.